Ole Miss going down to Tuscaloosa after a struggle win against South Florida. Oh my God. Coming into the season, this was a game that was looked at very hard. Ole Miss versus Alabama. Why? Kiffin versus Saban. Saban versus Kiffin. We know Kiffin coached at Alabama. And right now, Kiffin, he wants to beat Alabama. Pete Golden left to be the defensive coordinator for Ole Miss. Pete Golden wants to beat Alabama bad. But who wants to beat them better? Coach Kiffin. Lane Kiffin. And if Kiffin, I know that he's been watching. He watched Texas beat Alabama. He watched South Florida give everything they had in the tank to Alabama. Struggle win. So right now, Lane Kiffin, he's licking his chops. Like, he's drooling over this game. Listen, Kiffin knows if there's any other time to beat Alabama, is now. He's looking at Alabama like a wounded animal in a wilderness right now, ready to put Alabama out the misery. He knows there's no magical quarterback right there. There's no Bryce Young. There's no Mac Jones. He knows this. He knows the offensive line is having deficiencies right now. He knows this. So he looking like this is the time. If there's no other time, the time is now to beat Alabama. Alabama still searching for their identity. Still searching to find out who they are. Still working things out with the offensive line. Still figuring out this quarterback situation. Jalen Miro has been named the starting quarterback after being benched. Heard he had a concussion. Heard a lot of stuff. So I don't know. Can't confirm it. But now he's getting a second chance at this. So right now is the time for Ole Miss to beat Alabama if they're going to beat them. But before we get into this thing, welcome to Nick Saban Jr. Sports Talk TV. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to the channel. If you're a new subscriber, please share it with everybody. Do me that favor. I'm on a journey to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 660 right now. So y'all, please help me out with that. But Alabama versus Ole Miss. Let's talk about Alabama. It's a struggle. We struggled last week. Trying to bounce back off this Texas loss. Put up points, but didn't do enough. Quarterback play didn't do enough. So now how I'm looking at Alabama. How do we approach this game? Does Tommy Reese do something different with his offense? Does he do something different? Does he come with the same typical Alabama offense? Or do we revamp this thing and play into Jalen Miro's skill set? Because if we come out playing the same type of football, playing the same type of offense, trying to make Jalen Miro something he's not, it's going to be a long day. But if we revamp this offense, play into Jalen Miro's skill set, his athleticism, help the offensive line out by doing quick screens from where the pressure is coming back. Because when you do a couple of quick screens and do that, guess what? Where you're bringing that pressure from, they have to back up out the pressure. But we have to do things to build up the confidence in the offensive line and Jalen Miro. If we can do this, this will open up things. Quick passes. Let's do things quick to get the hands and the balls of an athlete. So quick passes, jet sweeps, do whatever to get the hands and the ball of the athlete to try to make this Ole Miss defense, make the safeties cheat up. Because if we can get the Ole Miss safeties to cheat up by making them respect the run, because Roydell Williams had a field day last week. Jason McClellan had a good day last week in running the ball. So if we can continue running the ball, do things to build confidence in the offensive line, and do things to get a rhythm with Jalen Miro, we all know he has one of the best deep balls in the SEC. And get them to cheat up Boom. We can hit Jermaine Burton down the field. We can hit Isaiah Bond down the field. But we have to do things to scheme these players open. Quick passes to the tight end. We have to do things to do that. But for Ole Miss, if we don't do none of that, we come out with the same lackadaisy offense. The offensive line is not holding up. Guess what? If Ole Miss defense can get pressure on Jalen Milroe to keep him uncomfortable, if the offensive line is still not holding up and keep us in obvious pass situations, it's gonna be a long day for us. Now, let's talk about Ole Miss offense. Jackson Dart, Quayshawn Judkins, and wide receiver group is awesome. Ole Miss is talented. They have the skills to beat Alabama. They have the talented players to beat Alabama. If South Florida has those type of players, that would be Alabama last week. Let's keep it real with ourselves. But Quayshawn Judkins, I know he's been a little dinged up, but last year he had a game of his life against Alabama. So we have to not let Ole Miss develop a run game. We have to keep them from running the ball. And last week, our defense was better. We brought more pressure. But what happens is we bring more pressure, but when we collapse the pocket, we have to make a tackle on Jackson Dart, because Jackson Dart is good enough to do it with his arms and his leg. And if we can't wrap him up and he extend plays and they're in 3rd and 4s, 3rd and 3s, look for Lane Kiffin. They'll start dialing things up over there. Because he's seen Sarkisian in the Texas game. Sarkisian was in his bag calling plays, and Lane Kiffin is going to be the same way if they can extend plays. Now, if we can take the run game away from them and make them have to beat us with the pass, and at the same time hold Jackson Dart in the pocket, make him stay in the pocket, this can be a good game. This is going to be a good game. This is the type of game I think Alabama will rely on. They have playmakers at the wide receiver, but we see Kool-Aid McKinstry. Alabama trusts Kool-Aid McKinstry enough in the one-on-ones to hold it down. So the key for Alabama is to continue to apply pressure. Chris Braswell, Dallas Turner, let's get after the quarterback. Let's get after the quarterback. Contain Jackson Dart in the pocket and don't let him be able to run loose and extend plays. And let's take the running backs out of the equation if we can. Because if not, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. So that's going to be a good game. So let's talk about more. Can we get the stops needed to put us in the best situation? Can we dial up plays to put us in the best situation? Jalen Milroe, you're athletic enough to get this done. Tommy Reese, I'm pretty sure Saban and Tommy Reese are talking. I'm pretty sure Saban, Reese, and Aaron Wolford is talking. But just like they're talking, Lane Kiffin is talking the same thing to his team. So this can be a long, drawn-out, fought-out battle if Alabama comes to execute. And this is going to be probably one of the games of the year if Ole Miss comes ready to play. It's hard to predict this game because you don't know what Alabama team do you get. Do you get the pissed off Alabama team, the pissed off Nick Saban? Do you get the Alabama team that Tyler Buchner said that Booker said that we are all on one page? Do you get that team, or do you get the same Alabama team that we have been seeing the past 3 weeks? That is not the only team that Alabama needs to come out on the field with. Do we get the Ole Miss team that is locked in, ready to play, ready to beat Saban? Kiffin ready to beat Saban? Do we get that team? Do we get the Ole Miss offense that's clicking on all cylinders? Or do we get the Lane Kiffin offense that's going on and on fourth down and not being successful? Which teams do we get? For Alabama, I know they're coming to make a statement. And the only way I would consider this a statement win for Alabama, it depends on how they play. And what I mean by that is if they come out hitting people in the mouth, the offensive line coming out ready to block, the team is clicking, Jalen Miro is clicking, everything is clicking as one as a team, and they're playing Alabama-type football, that can be a statement win. But if we're still struggling like we've been doing the past 3 weeks, not getting home on the quarterback or on the defensive side of the ball, I wouldn't consider that a statement win. I consider that is, you got by a win. But let me tell you, with what we've been seeing from Ole Miss and what we've been seeing from Alabama, and even if you look at the numbers wise, I feel like Ole Miss is lined up to win this game. So I'm going against the grain right here. And with what we've been seeing, and if you look at the numbers, I'm going against the grain. Alabama to win 34-27. Because if you look at how Alabama been playing versus Ole Miss been playing, that's going against the grain. Because everybody would say Ole Miss will win this. If Alabama comes out and execute, do the things we need to do, make the changes, play calling for Miro, Alabama gonna win this game close. I say 34-27. Alabama doesn't carry the spread, but I feel like my Alabama Crimson Tide will come out on top, ready to make a statement and ready to prove to the world that we're heading back to the right track. So I got Alabama winning 34-27. Alabama doesn't cover the spread, but we will roll in Tuscaloosa. Roll Tide. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Please share with everybody. Salute, and I'm out, guys.